Should we turn off the lights or something?
Yeah.
So I assume you guys, can somebody please turn off the lights? So I assume some of you, or maybe all of you, have already opened the program. You know what it looks like. So when you open Revit, it's going to give you this. You're going to do a new project to start. But you could also do a new family or open your old files. I'm not going to go through those. You know how to do those stuff. The only thing that may be important here is the templates. So when you want to do a new project, it will ask you what template you want to use. So these are some basic ones, and if you go through browse, you can see some more maybe advanced ones, or if you work in an office, there are already templates made for you to use. And some of them may already have like the sheets set up for you, or some of the dimension styles there for you. So based on what template you use, some of the stuff is predefined for you in the file. So for now, I'm just going to pick an architectural template to start and go from there. So first part, I'm just going to take you guys through the user interface and show you what's there in case you wanted to find something, how you're going to do that. So the first one, where's my mouse? Over here. Okay. So the first one is the application menu, which is this guy over here. So similar to any other program, open, close, and that kind of thing. The only thing that may be interesting is the options. So if you wanted to change the options of your overall program, you can access it from here. The export may be a bit different from some other programs, but I'm not going to go into a lot of details here, so you'll figure that out. The other thing is that the quick access toolbar up here, which again has the save, open, that kind of thing, undo, redo. Interesting part is that you can add stuff to it. Let's say if you, I don't know, for some reason you do a lot of dimensioning on your drawings all the time and you want to have it up there, you can just add it up there, so each time you don't have to go to its own menu and pick it, you can just select it from the top. The other thing that is interesting to know when you're working in an office or in a group project that is a file is shared between a few people is this bottom up here that is turned off for now, which is synchronizing. So that will sync your model with the central model. So let's say it's a shared model between a few different people working on a project. You will save one file on your computer that you're working, a local file, and then as soon as you sync, the changes you have made will be saved on the server as well, so it's not only on your computer. The next menu is the ribbon up here. So you have a ribbon which you can change its style using that. It's usually open and wide as this is right now, and people usually use it in this fashion. So up there you have a few different options going from architecture to structure to analyze, massing, collaborate, and that kind of stuff. And under each of them, you will see different categories, and each of them have a few tools that you can use for the things that you need. Then you have the info center up here that people don't use a lot, but you can type in stuff and do help and search for that kind of thing. Then you have your properties over here. That is pretty important, and you will work with a lot. I'll just make it a bit bigger for now. What people usually do on two screens is to just grab the properties and the project browser and put it on this side and leave this open and wide for them, or they extend the Revit to both of the screens without maximizing on one so that they can have more room to play with. And then the next, so we'll talk about the properties windows, and then the next one is the project browser down here, where you can basically open anything on your projects, your plans, your door schedules, your sheets, your sections, your legends, anything you have is accessible down here. We'll talk about it a lot more. There's a nature in Revit that is different from almost all other different programs you have used before, and that is you will be living in a lot of different windows. So anything you open is a new window over here. If I minimize this, you'll see that for any view that I've opened, it will give me a new window. As long as at least one window of one project is open here, your project is open. And when you close the last window, it will close the project and will ask you to save. So if you open 10 different views, it's not switching between views, but it is opening a new window. So, and that may get a bit messy at some points. We'll talk about how to manage all these later on.
Can two of the same window be open at once?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, so if you open a window that is already open, it will just switch to the one that is open. So, and then using Control Tab and that kind of thing, you can go through your windows. So view control bar, that is down here. You can change your scale, how you see things on the screen. I will get to more details when we're working on a project, but just to know where to access, hiding stuff, isolating stuff, turning on on and off your shadow, and that kind of thing is down here. Then you have your selecting toggle that is down here again, and that bottom right corner, where you can filter your selection, where you can pick the options of how to select things and that kind of thing. And then you got a context menu, that is when you right click. So based on the things you have selected, a right click will give you different options. We'll go through those again down the road. And then, okay, so those are the different parts you'll see here. There's also this navigation thing on the side that in 3D and 2D are two different things, and you can navigate around your view using those. Okay, so keyboard in Revit is a little bit different again. So let's say in Rhino, you would type in a command and press enter, or in AutoCAD, you would again do the same thing, or has a shortcut for it and enter. In Revit, it works in two-letter format. So if you wanna use a function through your keyboard, you need to put in two letters. Let's say, I don't know, TR is for trim, for example, or WT is for sorting your windows. So two-letter commands will work in Revit. I'll give you guys a file that shows all the shortcuts that you will need through this. That will be interesting to learn, make your life a bit easier and using the Revit a bit faster. The other thing that is very interesting is the tab button. So you don't use tab usually in your programs, but in Revit, whenever you're flipping through options, especially when you're selecting something, tab will just rotate through your different options that you have. Let's say you got 10 different walls overlapping and your mouse cursor is on it. You will press tab, it will go through all your options you have, and then you can pick the one that you want. You'll see it through the other tutorials. And then the other thing is the arrow keys. For me, when I'm doing design work, it's very interesting for me that I can just select a wall and using the arrow keys move it around. That is also interesting. And the last thing is some messages and warning messages that will happen in Revit and will show up again here down in the right bottom corner. Some of them are in yellow, that are just messages you can ignore, but it's for your information that you know something may go wrong. Some of them needs your attention. You need to make a decision on either you want to delete the thing that is not working, or you want to change it, or how it works. So you will see through the tutorials that some messages will appear on this corner, and we will deal with those.